You know, Camel Z.
Doesn't make sense now. Shit just got real, things are getting intense now. I hear you talking about we a lot, oh you speak French now.
Welcome to Let's On It Lëbo. Now this is a show which shines spotlight on the culture and everyone that you should know or already know. Now superstars from Kanye SA's Park stage to Netflix drama, handbags to lawsuits, this week was filled with so much tea and we are here for it all. I'm even gonna be dropping some new added tea, not new, but you know, some extra tea on the side. But before we do that, I want to talk about Pop the Balloon or Find Love. I was watching episode 74, I think, and I mean, this was the first time I've actually watched, you know, a full-on episode of this without, you know, snippets or whatever. And why didn't anyone say, you know, that it's so juicy, you know, the drama, the romance, the yearning? Like, that man was yearning for Portia. And I was like, why isn't Portia giving him the time of day? But he tried. So he actually, you know, messed up. He messed up. So, you know, I can't even, you know, defend him.
I think if you took a little more time to hear more of my answers, you would feel some more connection. Because I haven't broke eye contact with you once.
This is true. Let me get my balloon back? I like it. May I?
Yeah. Okay, so you want the balloon back? Okay, let's get that balloon back then.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Portia.
Nice to meet you.
And it honestly is nothing against you. I should have matched with Portia.
Period.
On the last one. I just felt a stronger connection with someone else. And that's what I had to base off of based on this dating show.
But you know what? Let's get into it. So superstars, remember when we weren't even sure if Kanye West is really coming because we thought, you know, like the whole thing was shady and everything else? Well, it turns out it might actually be official because Ticket Pro actually released a statement themselves saying that, you know, don't panic, don't stress, you know, everything is on board, you know, like everything is legit, you know, I'm legit, Nicki Minaj. But they also did say, you know, in that statement that don't be buying from your shady cousin, you know, don't be buying those tickets from your shady cousin. Buy from them, buy directly from them. Don't be buying any resold or whatever tickets. Don't be buying from anyone who's claiming to, you know, be selling tickets.
Well, how did you get tickets to Dreamgirls? These are expensive.
It's okay. I got them from Risky.
Risky.
My father has gotten tickets from Risky before. For the Ali Frazier fight at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, what happened? Oh, who's there? What happened? What's she wearing? She's on shoe yet?
Yay! Ellis Park Stadium, 13th of December 2025. I will not be catching you guys there. But you know what, you can say in the comments if you will be there, you know, and whatever. And I will see you guys on your statuses, I guess, and your stories and whatever. But let's move on. Now let's go to America real quick. And this is kind of like a built-in story, you know, so we'll get more details, you know, these coming days. But it seems like Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are actually going to be suing Ray J. And you might be asking, why would they be suing him? It is because he said in, I don't know if he was talking in a podcast or something, but he claimed that, you know, he was working with the feds to build a whole RICO case against the Kardashians.
While he hasn't elaborated on the details, he has claimed, quote, "The federal RICO case I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is about to be crazy. I'm talking about, I'm on the news every day." He also later said, quote, "It's worse than Diddy." In May, on our TMZ Presents United States versus Sean Combs Inside the Diddy trial, Ray J said this.
If you told me that the Kardashians was being charged for racketeering, I might believe it.
That is actually wild, like a RICO. Yes. That's what he claimed to, you know, like allegedly to be building with the feds. And now, you know, we know that, you know, the Kardashians don't be playing about their image. You know, remember when Kim wanted to sue Roblox?
This is a character on Roblox, but it says... What? I know, that's why I said.
That's not my character, that's a game.
Oh, it's a game? Yeah. Oh, well then we're suing them if it's a game with my name and picture.
Now, I don't know how this will, turn out, like, I did see, even on the Breakfast Club that, they are getting some backlash, with regards to this, because people are like, oh, billionaires are suing, Ray J and whatever, like, if they have so much money, why would they want to be suing people? But I mean, they're just gonna be suing him for defamation of character, and, sometimes, if someone is playing with your image, you need to, show them that, you will be going to court, so this is turning out to be keeping up with the court dates. But let's move on. Okay, let's get into Elon Musk real quick. So, the man woke up and decided to bully the LGBTQ plus community once again. And this time telling people that they should cancel their Netflix subscriptions because of a show did in Paranormal Park, which features a trans teen character on it. And I say bullying because the creator of the show actually came out and said, like, this has opened him up to harassment, And at first he was taking it as a good sport, but now, it's getting so bad that he actually wants to leave social media after all, But here's the gag. While Elon is ranting about cancelling queer shows, the world is moving forward. Japan has just announced that, they will be affording some legal protection towards, same-sex couples. And that is honestly progress, The world is, moving to a better place. Some parts of the world, because some parts are still living in the 19-whatevers, and it is still horrible, for certain queer people. Meanwhile, here in South Africa, it seems like we are taking a back step because there's a podcaster named Ngizwe Mchunu who has been spewing homophobic hate, towards, the community because he saw a video of and pictures of, a gay couple getting married in traditional attire. Now, he has been going on this whole rant, saying all these homophobic things to the whole community, including Somizi. And now, it's honestly giving clicks, it's giving, I want views, I want clicks, I want, to be seen. But now this is, inciting violence, like his comments, are just, campaigning for widespread hate. And it is such a problem. It's a huge problem. So Elon is worried about cartoon characters, while Ngizwe is worried about other people's weddings. And honestly, the community just wants to live. Can we live? Can we live?
Y'all really are obsessed with me. It's too much.
Now back home, gorgeous Mbali wrote on the Instagram stories that she will be selling her luxury Louis Vuitton bags, because she has found God. And, this won't be the first time, that, this happens. Because remember Kifilo Mabota? Remember that she burnt her luxury clothes and everything because she claimed the same thing? And is it true, that a baddie's final form is Jesus? But, word on the street, this is being alleged, that, she might actually be going through some financial trouble, and that is why, she is holding on to God, It is being alleged that her mainland store is closing down, because of past rent due. And they spotted, allegedly, a sheriff of the court, coming to put a lock. My love. So, we're not even sure if this is about prayer or about rent due.
I spent $40,000 on shoes and I have no place to live? I will literally be the old woman who lived in her shoes.
It's a fish. I just hit an Ariana Grande note. But HBO has confirmed, that Euphoria Season 3 will be dropping next year in spring 2026. And, it has been a long wait. So long, season 1 dropped in 2019, season 2 dropped in 2022, so now season 3 is dropping in 2026. There has always been this huge gap. I just want us to go back to the time where, episodes are dropping every week. Like one episode a week, and they wouldn't take a break until, the show was cancelled after 6 to 8 seasons, because this whole thing where, we waiting for a season after 10 years, I don't even remember the plot to Euphoria. I don't remember what was happening. I don't even remember the jokes or anything else. I might have to, rewatch it. But anyway, it's going to be different. It's going to be different because Zendaya is actually 30 this time. And Angus Cloud has sadly passed away in 2023. So it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be the same because firstly, there's no phase, and secondly, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna expect, but I do know that we're still gonna watch, I mean, we're gonna be curious, you know, we're gonna be curious as to what's gonna be happening, you know. Maybe 1-2 episodes, and then we'll see if people continue from there. But I think I'm gonna be watching. Let me know in the comments if you will be watching. Let's move on. Now, superstars, for the extra tea. And I'm actually get comfy because it was a lot. So there was a lot. Like, we were dealing with a lot. Like, the Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj feud. It's never gonna end. I don't think it's gonna end. It was so crazy that we were watching a Twitter tennis match, you know, happening between these two. And then it ended up being more, you know, it ended up being like JT, Saucy Santana, and then also Saweetie, my girl, was catching you know, Camel Z. You know, Jay-Z and Desiree are always going to be catching when Nicki is on, you know, one of her famous rants, you know. So what started this whole thing was, you know, Cardi B released her sophomore album, you know, Am I the Drama? And I spoke about it in Lëbo Listens if you want to check that out. But anyway, so it was alleged that, you know, she threw a jab at, you know, Nicki Minaj. So now, Nicki was actually smart because she waited until, you know, the chart data was over, you know, and concluded, you know, that, you know, she didn't want to give any free promo, you know. So she decided, you know, to keep quiet until, you know, that whole week of chart data, whatever you want to call it, chart data happened. And then she started, you know, talking up, you know, she spoke about Nicki Minaj. I mean, not Nicki. She spoke about Cardi B. She spoke about everyone. You know, it was funny, you know, because also Cardi B also was, you know, speaking. I mean, she was replying. You know, like they were, you know, like beefing. You know, they were calling each other names. You know, there's Barney B and there's Coke Barbie, and and it was that whole thing. But then it got messy, and I actually don't condone this because now they actually decided to, you know, tag in their kids. They decided to, you know, diss their kids, and it is not cool, you know, to be, you know, dragging kids into it. It's never cool. It's actually tasteless. It's distasteful, honestly, because now why are the kids in it? But yeah, it was a whole lot. It was so much that, you know, if you want, you know, the whole breakdown and whatever, this is the channel to be watching. But, you know, it was a mess. JT even dropped, you know, a diss track towards, you know, Cardi B. Was it towards Cardi B? Yeah, towards Cardi B. She dropped a diss track on Friday, so I hope you're gonna be listening to that because I will. I haven't listened. I heard a snippet. It's actually, it sounds good. But you know, I might, you know, listen to it and even talk about it on Lëbo Listens because why not? Cardi B was there, you know, saying that, you know, Nicki is not her peer and that Nicki should be focusing on Rihanna, Drake, and Taylor Swift, which I don't agree with. Like, yes, those are people that Nicki started with, but this is rap. Why would Nicki be comparing herself to pop people, except for Drake? But why would she? And you know what? She's actually correct when she says, you know, she should be comparing herself to Drake and the others, because you know what? Can't compare Nicki to, you know, the girls. You need to compare her to the guys. Those are the people that she goes toe to toe with and sometimes passes. Like, we all know her features and whatever. She's bodied every feature she's been on. I'm not even dick riding or anything.
Well, I know you're not a homo, granddad, if you don't say no homo.
I'm not saying no homo.
Okay, you want to be a homo.
Stop calling your granddaddy a homo.
Then say no homo.
I don't want to say no homo. I'm a homo your ass. You don't stop saying pause.
Pause.
But, like, it's a rap. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a rap thing, you know. So I feel like she's, you know, she's like, yeah, she...
The thing everyone wants to know, what I need to ask you, bear with me.
She's on par with Nicki. Almost. She's coming. She's there. Close. Not close. Yeah, nah, but Nicki should beef with the rap girlies because they also rap girlies, not the pop girlies.
Just answer the question, okay? Please don't play with me right now. Just, no, that's it, please. Let's not, please.
thank you so much for watching till the end of the video, and I hope you please do subscribe, subscribe, and please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next Sunday, mwah. And please remember that this is all alleged, until proven otherwise. This is, until we prove that all the rumors are true, yeah, then it's all alleged.